We just got kicked off the range because Peter was mag dumping into the ground. Bump fire before they kick us out of here. Go, 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 go. About 2 minutes, you're gonna start seeing people come over here. Hey, what are you guys doing?
It was Alan.
No rapid fire.
It was Alan.
Hey. It's the trigger.
It's the trigger.
You need to get a SIG rifle.
It's so light. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Today we're going to be covering the SIG M400-TREAD-V2. This is a California compliant rifle, and I'm very excited to shoot this. It is a featureless, that's why it has the fin on there. So shout out to SIG because they sent this in for review. They didn't pay me for the review, but I do get to keep the rifle. And with SIG, I could make content however I want. They didn't give me like a paper sheet like you could say this and you can't say this. It's free game on how I want to create the content, and I appreciate it, SIG. Not only that, I got 2 surprises for everyone that's watching and it's part of the YouTube channel membership program. So first thing is, at 40,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway, something that's on the California handgun roster, if you guys know what I mean. So at 40 subs, we're going to be giving away 1 item from the California handgun roster. And second thing is, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's when watching the channel, engaging with the content. And on top of that, my YouTube channel members. I have one right here that I invited out to the range. Oh. Thanks, Alan, for being a YouTube channel member. What that means is he does a donation every month to the channel so I can come out and create content like this. And you guys are put into a group chat, and I invite you guys out to the range to film videos like this. So thank you guys for all the support, and let's get right into the video of the SIG M400. Before we get into the unboxing and what comes with the rifle, I do want to notate this red dot and magnifier does not come with the rifle. This light does not come with the rifle. And this emissary development forward grip does not come with the rifle. These are items that I added after so I can do this review. But let's talk about what you guys actually get unboxing this when you actually purchase it from your local gun store. With the SIG M400, what you actually get in the box is just the rifle itself, along with a 10-round magazine, a cable lock, and obviously the manual and a couple advertisements in here, and you know, of course, the SIG SAUER sticker. You know how I feel about them. Don't put them on the back of your car. Don't advertise that you're a gun guy. That's just my opinion, but some people still do it anyways, and it's just food for thought, right? So that's basically what you get out of the box. Let's go ahead and start talking about the controls of the M400. So in California, it needs to be compliant. We got a fin grip right here. We got a non-adjustable stock, and this is how we have to have it set up for AR style rifles. There is also another setup. It's called MAGLOK, but that video is not about this. It's about the way the SIG M400 comes in. This is a featureless setup. What's a good thing about running a featureless setup? If you guys did acquire any Freedom Week magazines, which is standard capacity 30-round magazines for your rifle in California, you can run these legally and not have to worry about like, damn, am I going to get arrested, or is DOJ going to knock at my door or something like that? So you're good. That's a pro about California compliant featureless setup. As we move past the grip, we got a trigger from SIG. This is not a mil-spec trigger. This is their own 2-stage trigger. Let me show you guys it. You pull out that slack and you're at the wall. It breaks, nice clean break, and you get a nice audible reset. Look at that. Take out the slack. Oh, it's about 4.5 pound trigger. But you take out the slack, you're at the wall, you're ready to break. Boom, nice clean reset. You got an ambi safety. So you got it on the right hand and the left side. So if you're a right-handed, left-handed shooter, this rifle, you know, tailors towards you as well. So you have your standard button magazine release. So I got an empty mag right here. Put that in there. You drop the mag from right here. But if you're a left-handed shooter, if you take a look at this side of the rifle, you got another magazine release right here. So you got ambi magazine release. And at this price point, it's not that bad. So I think it's right around $1,000. You probably find it on deal somewhere. I do want to show you guys the bolt release. So it's not a mil-spec bolt release. It's an oversized bolt release. So boom. You have 2 paddles right here. So cool bolt release right there. The next thing I do want to talk about, it's a standard BCG. I don't think it should be any problem. Looks like it's nitride coated, and yeah, it should be good to go. So as we move forward, we got a handguard right here, full M-LOK handguard. I have no problem with that. The only problem I have with this handguard is that it does not have a pick rail on top. So if you did want to run an iron sight on there, you can, but you would have to go to their website and get their proprietary iron sight in the front, which is kind of, it sucks. They probably should have found some way to work around that instead of just being proprietary to SIG. Or maybe if you guys know, is there another company that actually sells a iron sight that attaches to M-LOK? But yeah, that's the only con that I see about it so far. It is a mid-length gas system, so recoil is going to be a lot less. We got a stainless steel barrel. This is going to be a 1-in-8 twist chambered in 5.56. And right at the comp, we got a 3-port comp. So seeing this video, when you see us shooting it, it should shoot flat with these huge ports right here in this compensator. So super excited to do the review on this. I did add a red dot and a magnifier because SIG provided these as well, but it doesn't come with the rifle, and I thought it would be cool to review their optics as well. I did also add an affordable option for a light. This is about $130. It's a Streamlight Pro Tac, I believe. And like I said, there's no Picatinny on this handguard, so I just use zip ties. Gangster way, you know what I'm saying? I am running an Emissary Development handbrake from them. So this is a forward angled grip. So you can run this setup legal in the state of California. If it was a vertical grip, you wouldn't be able to, because vertical grips, you could run them on AR MagLOK systems. But yeah, mid-late gas system, stainless steel barrel. We got a huge compensator with 3 ports on there. I'm excited to shoot this, and let's get right to the shooting. I was just about to add my sling to this rifle. I noticed we got a sling point right here and a sling point right here. That is crazy work. If we look at the handguard, we have no sling point attachment. I don't know. Or am I tripping, Peter? There's no sling point attachment, huh?
I think so, unless you want to zip tie it as well.
Yeah. Okay, zip tie the sling, huh? We're about to do the first 60 rounds through it right now. It's not zero. The red dot's not zero. We're just going to run the first 60 rounds through it and see how it goes. But yeah, I was going to put on a sling so I don't have to carry this shit everywhere. But I don't have the M-LOK. They make an M-LOK thing where you can put a sling point at. Yeah. But yeah, that sucks right out the gate. Keep that in mind when you guys are wanting to purchase this. You guys do have to purchase an additional thing, unless you're going to run a single point sling like a weirdo, but don't do that. Shout out to Alan, the YouTube channel member, coming in clutch again. This is the actual piece that you're going to need if you want to run basically your sling up front. We're going to connect it right here. And I'm going to connect my back portion of my sling right there, my front portion right there. But yeah, if you guys are wondering, this is the piece that you are going to need. SIG, provide this in the box with it, please. But yeah, let's get this hooked up and let's throw the first 60 rounds through this. No lube, no oil, and see where it's at. And then we'll zero the optic, do some more shooting 800 rounds. Then we'll go ahead and debrief at the end of the video. So keep watching. On their lower, as you guys can see right here, they do have ambi sling points attached to their lower. I like my sling point back here, but this Magpul buttstock doesn't have the little metal inserts to run the sling right there. But yeah, that's gay. First 30 rounds, no lube for the SIG M400-TREAD-V2. Let's see. Woo! 90 rounds, actually. Is it smoking? A little bit, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Right here, look. Barrel nut grease. So come look at my hits. We're about 100 yards away. We're actually 10 yards away, guys. But red dot's not zeroed. How did it look? Was it flat for you guys? Did it shoot flat? Was there a good recoil impulse? It felt good shooting.
It looked pretty flat to me.
What about you, Peter?
Yeah, it looked pretty flat.
Like flatter than what?
I want to say flatter than your standard.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that standard is, I think it was nice and flat. I didn't see any hard recoil on it.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to see you guys shoot it. But yeah, first 90 rounds, all A zone. I threw some because it's getting a little tired, 90 rounds. But it is a little warm. That's why I like running this grip right here. It is warm to the touch right now, 90 rounds. Well, within like 1 minute?
Yeah.
You would say? Less than 1 minute? Let's get this zeroed and let's actually get some training in this video. Some of the ammo that we're running today is going to be Hertz 223. We got some 5.56 by Winchester, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 5.56 by Winchester, and we got some match ammo for our 0. But that's all the ammo we're running. It's those are expensive rounds, but the ammo that I got from Bass Pro is not expensive. But that's all the ammo we're running through. We already ran 90 rounds, well, about 100 rounds through it just right now, just to see if it'll function with no oil, lube, or grease or anything. And it's running out the gate. So we're not gonna put oil on it this entire video. We're just gonna see how it runs right out the box. And yeah, it's gonna be 800 rounds. Here, later on in the future, we're gonna do an accuracy test, not in this video, but we're gonna do an accuracy test here after the barrel is broken in, and we're gonna show you guys that in the future. So look forward to that video, but we're gonna continue shooting it. We got 700 more rounds to go through. We're gonna get some reps in, get some 1R1s, and not just burn the ammo, actually get some training out of it too. So you guys will see a bunch of footage right now. So we got our first one reload one. Let's get it. Give me a beep, a human beep. Beep. This magazine is a Duramag, so it is gonna function with the Duramag as well. Let's see. Your turn, Peter.
Sweet.
There you go.
Oh, that's hard.
It's long, huh, Peter?
Yo, I need an SBR. I'm gonna try to reloading the other technique that Manzano taught us.
All right, let's see.
I believe it's you bring it up below, and then you kind of.
We need Kyle here, bro.
We need Kyle here.
Yeah, just stick to the one we know, bro. You don't want to get roasted on YouTube.
All right. I'm ready.
All right, shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Beep. Damn, you look like Kyle right there, bro.
Oh, mag dump.
All right.
Ugh.
Wow. Mag dump for the mag dump machine.
That's fun. Screw these mags. Nah, just kidding. It's fun.
It looks flat on the video, bro.
What happened?
How does it feel? Well, we'll talk about it later. Let's keep running rounds through it. Okay, Peter, another 1R1. Let's see. Give me that personal beat, my boy.
Yo. 3, 2, 1.
Let's do another one.
That wasn't a beat, that was a countdown, but...
Oh, what? Oh, it was. Oh,
no, it was my fault. It was my fault.
Okay.
It was my end.
Give me that beat, Peter. Come on.
Yo.
Ready, 1R1.
Okay. Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Beep.
Woo! All right.
0.37 seconds.
That was, yeah. See the shot timer, bro? All right, one more.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by.
Beep. Nice. So, next shooter. Okay, Alan, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna aim at that bottom left A zone, Kyle Manzano's target. Bottom left A zone. You're gonna do one. The bolt's gonna go to the rear. You're gonna do a pocket reload back in there the way we kind of showed you how we do it. So let's get it. So, okay, shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Beep. Nice. You were about to go there, huh?
Yeah.
You're about to cowboy that shit
you saw
again.
that, right?
Yeah.
It's clicking.
Yeah,
You gotta
you
take
saw
one
that.
of Kyle's rifle efficiency course.
Yeah.
He's coming back down in what, in October, Peter?
October.
Yeah,
think
good
so.
course to take. It's gonna be here at Route 66.
Oh, hell
Right after
Cam-
his event.
Huh?
Right after his
Right
event.
after his event. So if you guys need some instruction on rifle efficiency, he does give one out. I'll tag him down in my description below. Kyle Manzano, great instructor, teach you rifle efficiency. And this is where I'm kind of like showing him too. But he's gonna take the class
Passing
now.
it on.
Yeah. Next shooter,
Let's go, Peter.
You.
Peter.
Oh, me?
Yeah, Babalicious, come on.
Okay, look at that Rambo there.
No, he's not Rambo.
Oh.
He's fucking, Peter, who are you?
No
Mexican Mil-Spec Mojo. All right, let's get it. 2R2, Peter. Oh, also, Peter is wearing the unreleased Magged Up Machine t-shirt. Let's take a look at this. Fuck, bro. Sick ass perronquis.
Taking this to the club tonight.
Hell yeah. Just put a new one on, bro. You don't want to be stanky. All right, 2R2, Peter. Let's get it. Stand by. Beep.
Oh, I pulled on that last one. Mic'd up.
Bonfire?
Bonfire?
Bonfire before they kick us out of here. Go, 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 go. Hey! Okay. Here in about 2 minutes, you're gonna start seeing people come over here. Hey! What are you guys doing?
It was Alan.
No rapid fire.
It was Alan.
Hey,
It's the trigger.
It's the trigger.
You need to get a SIG rifle.
I got
It's
a
so
cramp on my
light.
finger.
They're like, what was that? Here it is.
How did that feel? I can't wait to look back at the footage.
Yeah.
You're good.
We'll put a castle mount on it. Hey, Peter just won a castle mount from an event that we went to.
It wouldn't fit though, would it?
No, I wouldn't. We need one for the aim point. All right, let's keep shooting. We got another mag right here, guys. Some good old surplus. We ran about another 90 rounds. We got some smoke probably coming from the barrel nut grease. You can see the brass deflector a little marred up right there, but I think all in all, I think we have about like 400 rounds through it so far.
Yeah.
No lube. It's still functioning. And this is just kind of like first impression on this rifle, not an actual review, but we are noticing some things that we're going to talk about in the end of the video. But other than that, I mean, it does get hot. It is hot out here in California right now. And it's not that hot, especially to the touch. I mean, like I can hold it for a couple seconds and then maybe I had to take it off. But other than that, it's running fine. This is going to be a hex mag. This is a 10-round magazine. And let's see if it functions with this mag. Easy. All the mags that we put through it so far, it took all of them, no issues. We haven't got one malfunction either.
Nope.
No malfunction, so I'm happy about that. We just got kicked off the range because Peter was mag dumping into the ground. No, we actually ran out of time. We didn't even pay attention to the time we got there. We're allocated 2 hours and somebody showed up behind us, so we had to get off the range like ASAP. But I think we have about like 600 rounds through the rifle already, and so far it was pretty cool shooting it. I'm gonna go over my final thoughts and opinions on the rifle. Alan, one of the YouTube channel members, he's gonna share a little bit about what he feels like, you know, pros and cons about the rifle as well. And then Peter West Tactical behind the camera, you guys are gonna hear a little bit about him, not about him, but about the rifle and how he felt it did. Other than that, let's get right into it. I'll start off first. First pro of the rifle is it is a $1,100 rifle, and it's an affordable rifle, you would say. It's definitely, I wouldn't say it's like an entry-level rifle. I think it's a rifle you can grab out the box and just run it how it is with the trigger and the comp and how it's set up. I think it's pretty cool. So if you guys are in the market for looking for a rifle at an affordable price range, $1,100 is not that bad. Some stores may sell it for about $1,000 if you find it on deal, but the map pricing for this rifle is about $1,100. So affordability is awesome. Second pro I would say is we did shoot, I think I shot about 100 rounds within like 1 minute. You can actually still hold it without worrying about you burning your hands. One more pro about this rifle is going to be the ambi magazine release on this. So if you're a right-handed shooter, obviously you release your mag on the right side, but since this has ambi safety controls and magazine release, you can release the mag on the left side. If you're a left-handed shooter, it doesn't have ambi bolt release, but it does have a paddle bolt release, so you can get a better purchase when you're putting in that next mag and slap that bolt release forward. So you're a little bit more efficient with your mag changes and doing 1R1 drills and stuff like that. So a lot of pros there, especially for that price point and having ambi controls and an ambi magazine release under $1,100. That's, I think it's a fair price for sure. The last pro that I want to talk about this rifle specifically is the trigger. The trigger is it's a stage 2 trigger specifically from SIG Sauer. So there's just enough creep so you know you're at your wall, and then you could break a shot. It has a nice clean break and a nice audible reset, so you could feel that trigger. Some people, you know, like a flat trigger, some people like this, but I think this trigger in the current setup in its current configuration is like an awesome gun right out the box. But let's talk about the cons, because there's always cons to a product. And I'm not gonna shill for SIG. I'm just calling it how it is off my first impression on this M400-TREAD-V2. So first con about this is it doesn't bother me, but I know it's gonna bother some people here in the comments, so you guys let us know. The first con is having that M-LOK all the way across the top of that handguard and not being able to put an iron sight there. Instead, you have to buy a proprietary iron sight from SIG Sauer, which I thought was a little crazy because they could either designed it a different way or maybe even added like 3 sections of pick mount in the front so you could add an iron sight. I don't mind running it without an iron sight. I don't even think on my other gun I have an iron sight on it actually, and just running a good solid red dot that won't break on me. But it's all about preference. So if you guys are building like a duty rifle or a combat rifle or like a shit hits the fan rifle, you probably want to put an iron sight on there, but it's totally up to you guys. That's going to be the first con. The second con is going to be the sling point. They have a sling point. I'll put an overlay of the rifle up close right now. They have a sling point right before the castle nut towards the end part of the lower. And I don't see myself using that personally because it did get in my way today when I wanted to run a sling. So the rest of the time I did run it without the sling. So that's your one sling point. I thought there was going to be a sling point in the back of the fixed buttstock. But when I went and put my sling attached to it, it didn't fit because the Magpul buttstock didn't have the little ring inside for it to clamp down to my sling. So I ran the whole day without a sling. So I thought that was kind of shitty. And on top of that too, I was thinking there was going to be a sling point attachment somewhere near the front end of the handguard closer to the receiver, but there wasn't. So I was kind of upset about that. That's gonna be my first con about it. Second con, which is not really a con, is just a gripe. When I did get the rifle out of the box, the compensator was slightly tweaked to the right. So at home I had to make sure it tweaked to the left, push it back so it can be perfectly aligned with my barrel and not off to the right. I don't know if they timed it for a right shooter or a left shooter. I just wanted that shit vertical and I did that, and it could just be quality control or just something happened, right? But I just simply screwed it back up. So when you are going to the local gun store and you're shopping for this rifle, just keep in mind you take a look at the muzzle brake and make sure everything aligns, all the buttons work and everything. But it's something very small, minute. I was able to adjust it myself. I think that's really it. I only have 2 cons about the rifle. I mean, we only shot 600 rounds through it. Here in the future, I am going to do an accuracy test. So the barrel should be broken in by the time I film the next video. I'm actually going to put shots down on paper and see if I can get sub MOA with a couple match rounds. So I'm gonna do that in a future video. But I have another pro, and the pro is that it is gas very good and it's a flat shooting gun. If you guys see in the footage, the rifle does not move at all. It just stays put. You have it tucked in your shoulder and it's literally no muzzle rise, and you guys can see across the whole video. So that mid-late gas system is not an adjustable gas system, but it's a fixed gas system, and that compensator is actually doing work. And I thought that was another pro about that. But that's all I got to say about the rifle. Picking it up right out of the box and running it, you don't really got to do any upgrades. I threw a red dot and a light and an angled grip. That's because that's how I like to shoot. And if you guys want what products they are specifically, let me know down in the comment section and I'll go ahead and tag them. But other than that, let's see what Peter has to say about the rifle.
So pros for the gun, for me, would probably have to be the trigger. The trigger, there wasn't a lot of mush to it. So, and the reset felt pretty good.
It's better than your mil-spec trigger.
I think it's better than most.
Not a Geisley, but it would do.
It's not up there, but it will do.
Yeah.
Another thing would probably have to be the compensator, and how much it helped reducing that recoil. So I was able to manage the rifle when I was shooting, and I was actually hitting my target. Usually when it comes for me, usually for rifles, when it comes to me, I tend to kind of like pull. But with this rifle, I was actually like hitting my target. So that is also another reason why I'm giving it a higher score than, I don't know about you guys, but I'll say my score at the end. And then con would probably have to be the charging handle. There wasn't a lot to latch on, so when I would try to rack that rifle, I would kind of struggle a little bit. And I'm so used to the radiant charging handles where I could easily just stick my thumb and finger there and just just go to work.
Pop it.
Just pop it.
Hey, bro. Hey, the Radiant is awesome, bro. Like, that's probably a top tier product for charging handles, 100%. And their safeties.
SIG, please throw one in there.
Keep it at the same price, though.
Yeah, keep it at the same price. Other than that, I would probably have to give it like an 8.7.
8.7?
Yeah.
Solid rating.
Yeah, I was able to hit my targets. Yeah. The trigger felt really good. Maybe just throw a couple upgrades in there.
Kind of like what we had on it today.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, there you go. That was a solid setup. So
okay,
that I'm basing it off of my experience today. So 8.7 for me.
Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Alan. Okay, everyone, this is going to be Alan right here, new face to the channel. He is actually a YouTube channel member, so he donates to the channel. I invited him out to come film the video and get to shoot for free. So it's a pretty cool experience. So Alan, tell us a little bit about pros and cons of the rifle. And your final thoughts, and rate it from 1 out of 10, 1 being a Bear Creek Arsenal, 10 being an awesome shooting rifle, right? So keep it short and sweet and let the viewers know how did it go today with the rifle.
I'll start with the cons. I think for me personally, one of the cons was not having a Picatinny rail on top, just because I feel that it limits your options on mounting stuff. Also, I think the lack of sling points on the rifle were a con, just for the simple fact that for the way it's set up right now, and for me, it would be extremely uncomfortable running a sling with the way it's set up. So I think that's a con. But another con is the fin. The fin for me, it's not comfortable. I understand SIG is trying to do California compliant rifles, but I think SIG, if you're watching this and you want to keep California compliant rifles coming down, I think that adding MAGLOK to some of the rifles would catch a lot of eyes, especially here in California. I think that would be a great addition to your rifles for California. But that being said, moving on to the pros. For me, what I consider myself an average rifle shooter, the rifle out of the box was great. No oil, no lube. It shot great.
No malfunctions.
No malfunctions. That was great. No malfunctions. One of the things that surprised me the most was how flat the rifle was shooting. That was to me, it was impressive, just because it was extremely flat. The trigger, like you guys cover, the trigger was great. It was crisp. There was just no issues with it. And another thing that I think is a pro was that out of the box is ready to go. There was some additions to it. The Romeo 5 on it, on just be able to pick up the dot. It was great. We shot about 25 yards, and you can see the target perfectly fine. It was awesome. 0 to 10, I want to say for me, a solid 8.5. And the only reason is just based on my cons, personal, which was the fin grip, lack of Picatinny rail on the handguard, and lack of sling points. But other than that, it was great. Had no issues with it. And I just want to say, appreciate you guys inviting me over. And, for everybody watching, keep following, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being a donator, dude. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, we all shared our opinions and final thoughts and pros and cons about the rifle. I didn't give my rating because we thought about it as we were recording Peters. So I'm going to give my rating right now. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. Reason being it's not a 10 out of 10 is because the major thing is going to be the charging handle. Throw a radiant in there and give us a bone, give it to us for the same price, and that'll be cool. Second thing would be not only selling it as a featureless, but selling it as a MAGLOK system. And then a third reason being is the sling point attachments. The buttstock that you guys put on that rifle wasn't good enough for me to attach my sling and run the rifle comfortably. So I think that's why it's 8 out of 10. We didn't use no lube, no oil, no grease, and we ran the gun for about 600 rounds in a matter of 2 hours and no malfunction. So I'm super happy about that. Thank you, SIG, for sending this out. And thank you for everyone that watches the channel and comments and engages with the content. I appreciate you guys so much. Next video that we have coming out is going to be reviewing the SIG SAUER P226 Mark 25 Navy. Stay tuned for that video. And right when we hit 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to be giving away one item off the California handgun roster. So don't sleep on it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.